Yeah, we'll meet you there. See you soon, Virgil.
You guys seem tight. How'd you meet?
Is it relevant?
I'd like to know who I'm risking life and limb with. He's my brother. He's trying to save the world. What's your story? Listen, I never asked for your help, but you gave it, and I appreciate it. I trust you. You can trust me too.
He rescued me. I was in a foster home. My foster father was a demon. He attacked me most nights. I had to get out.
Nightmares.
It's okay. I felt nothing. I couldn't physically escape, so I found another way. I aimlessly wandered Limbo in spirit form. I found Virgil there. He heard my cry for help. He helped me to deal with the demons, both figuratively and literally. I killed the bastard. Now I want to deal with them all. You're gonna stick with us to the end, right?
Count on it.
You've done well. We've dealt with the succubus. That will have hurt Mundus and got his attention. Now to land the second blow, disable Mundus's monitoring network. Raptor News Tower. Controlled by Mundus, they have a monopoly over the world's media. News, advertising, entertainment.
Mind control?
Yeah, and surveillance. They spy on the populace through their network of satellites, routers, CCTV cameras.
Yeah, I noticed that bit. What's the plan?
Cat?
The Raptor News Network is run by a demon, Bob Barbas.
Bob Barbas is a demon? So he's more than just a fucking dick. And he's in that tower.
Not that tower. That one.
Huh? In Limbo, that's not a reflection. That's the real deal.
It's a prison, and Barbas rules it cruelly. There's no mercy, and no escape.
Prepare the gateway. You'll have to go alone this time. Cat can't follow where you're headed.
Alone is fine. She's done enough.
On the plus side, there won't be any cameras down there.
Good.
Dante, we don't know much about this demon.
I'm sure it'll be lovely.
Well, Bob, now I get why your point of view is so upside down.
Well, I am gonna end off here. Let's see the... Oh, yeah. So we will use the D-pad to switch between... let me... Oh, you can... That's a weird sound. Oh, you can use both bumpers to dodge. Okay, that definitely makes it more doable. If you wanted, you could have made dodge on the left analog stick, like pushing it down, since that doesn't do anything. As far as I can tell, at least, unless we get an ability, but that will be it for now. I am really enjoying this. I just I've had a really goofy smile on my face at certain points while playing. Oh, you missed a lot, damn. Like, assuming that this is all in order, right? We're at the first 3 and then we've been missing it. Just a bunch. To me, the best moments of Dante in this game are just when he's being a punk. You know, like the whole little bit with the back and forth with the succubus. That always makes me giggle because like he's so good at it. It's so funny. I think that's probably put me over, yeah. It was a personal goal. I was trying to get to 125,000, and now I've reached it, so hooray. Yeah, I think I'm, by default, going easier in this game. Like, I understand for the people who grew up playing DmC, the DmC series, and then, you know, this comes out. I get it. I totally get it why it would be hard to swallow and, like, accept this Dante. Where I was someone who was way more exposed to this version of Dante before, right? So for me, it's easier for me to accept and swallow this version, this take on Devil May Cry, right? Don't get me wrong, the original Dante, way more charming, way more entertaining. I think he's it's so much easier to like that Dante. You know, he's just funny and charming. It's way easier to like him. I wouldn't say this Dante is like unlikable by any means. I just think like it's part of it. I feel it could be on the actor, where I just feel like outside of being a punk, whether it's in more serious moments and stuff, it's not as good. The character doesn't, I guess, feel as compelling. It's always when he's being a punk that's like he's the most entertaining, I feel. But just from a gameplay standpoint, I've been enjoying this one so much. I feel that with DmC 1, 2, and 3, and 4, how do I put this? Like, I just think on a mechanical level, this one's been easier to approach. I think it can maybe be a tad overwhelming at times, if you're trying to consider like all your possible move options at any given point. But I just feel like with how they've mapped it out on the controller with just pressing the right trigger, left trigger to turn on your different, your angelic weapon, your demon weapon. And I am, personally, I am a fan of having, it's one of those things. It's not a criticism of the original series by any means, but you know how when there's two themes, like light and dark, good and evil, when you hear one thing, you always assume there has to be the other side, right? So, in the original series, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, we hear all about the demons and such, but there's never really any talk about, angels. So, to me, it's one of those things that it makes sense to do a take that actually has angels in it, that has a angel side. And again, it's not a criticism of the original series, it's definitely an interesting take to not have the other side of if you think demons, you usually think angels. If you think angels, you usually think of demons, right? So I am personally I think it is cool to have the other side to it with angels. and have Dante's mom be an angel. I don't think I have much else to say at this time. I am enjoying this a lot. I think it's been a lot more approachable, and I do think part of it is just that this came out in an era that I'm way more familiar with, I guess. Like it just fits into kind of that mold of early 2010s game, right? And I guess, a little like particularly nostalgic, and I'm also enjoying the changes. Like I'm enjoying the changes in terms of gameplay because it feels more approachable or more easy to digest, and especially with like changing up your weapons mid combos and stuff. I'm more down with how it's done here. Not to criticize like previous games, like having a button, just dedicating one button to change your weapon, your melee weapon or your guns. That is fine too. I think I just adjust to this particular style easier. And the changes to... Also, I'm pretty sure when I finished that mission, I didn't give me any deaths, right? So I'm pretty sure that does not count. The changes to the secret missions I greatly appreciate, because that was one of my sticking points in the earlier games. I still do not know if buying a Vitality Star and using it and then dying if you will be given it back. But this game has made changes that I think are more user-friendly and more player-considerate. Than the last, well, even up to DmC 4, they were still doing that. I believe so, at least. I know for DmC for sure. I think they were still doing it with DmC 4. But the changes to the secret missions with... you don't get booted out of it. It doesn't affect what your actual health bar is in the real world. The actual level. It is treated as just like a mini challenge that's its own thing. Your health gets replenished every time. It doesn't count against your timer or death count. I greatly appreciate that, because it doesn't... Like, to me, when you jump into it, you're not now stopping and like thinking or considering like, well, I only have so much health. Any damage I take here is going to affect like how the rest of the level could go. I like it feeling completely separate and not impacting the main stage in terms of your health or stats or anything like that. Right, your deaths, your time. Again, thank you to Ghost Cabbit, the maker of this model, SnowHusky for VR Mark, and Andy Reese for thumbnail. I get to let him know that I finally started this playthrough, so curious. It'll be interesting to see what he does, just considering the way different style and feel to this game. I'm muted in time just for you guys to not hear me sneeze. But just with Dante's kind of, the different look in this game, for sure, with Dante. And the punk, maybe I asked him to give me some really messy hair or something, I don't know. Oh, also, I will just throw this here. This might be done by the time this goes up, probably not. But I have a bit of a revamp coming to my Fox persona here. I'm not entirely sure when he'll be done, but he will be getting changed up. I'm probably, just for the sake of consistency, probably going to stick with this particular style or current look to my persona for both this and DmC 5. But maybe after that, if it's done, I will be switching it up. Anyway, that is all for this recording session. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, ciao for now. Bye.